So, here we are. We are loaded in. Daybreak is the map, and as I quickly try and find everyone, Mr. Bitter's in here, Rotterdam's in here, two people are lagging like mad in here, which is not fun times. Battle.net being glorious as always. And there we go. So, it's all looking good now. One of the admins, I believe, left. So, Lyrlian, would you like to introduce these two awesome players?
I would love to. We have seen a lot of things from the player in the bottom left today. He was looking so strong versus Panda Tank, so he might be feeling pretty confident about his Terran versus Protoss matchup. How will he be doing today? It is Navi's Strelok, playing in the bottom left in the green colors as a Terran player. And in the top right spawn position, his opponent playing for Neurosoft. Neurosoft has two players that could qualify today for WCS Premier League. That is insane, Madals. That is sick. They have Kras and they have Welmu, both able to qualify themselves for the Premier Division. That's insane. In the top right, it's Welmu.
It's Welmu. I've just sent out the wrong tweet. Terrible me. I better correct that.
Out?
I sent out that it was Strelok versus Kras.
That would have been fun. A TvT in the finals, as we see. Oh my god, a gas first opening by Strelok.
Reapers.
Someone get me my plastic bag.
Reapers should be coming down. Or it could actually be a really fast factory. You can do that off of one gas as well. It depends exactly.
It makes no sense to go for Reapers when you go for gas first.
You can, well, there are builds you can do where you get like a second barracks and go for a lot, but it's a bit risky.
That's true. That's
not awesome. Personally,
you have, of course, that famous 8-8-8 build, like the 8 supply depot, the 8 barracks, the 8 gas, where you proxy Reapers, or just build them in your main base and they come ridiculously early. But that's not really a build that we have seen so much of. Protoss players really learned how to defend against that, and if you don't do some significant damage with that, you are behind, to say the least.
You are. I think that would be saying the least. Very much so, but as we see, the barracks is now finished up. There's 100 gas, so she's factory goes down. Good times. And, okay, predictions. Widow Mines or Hellions?
I think this is a best of 3, by the way.
Yeah, it's best of 3. And therefore, Mr. Bitter beating me to it as I was trying to type it like a ninja, but I'm personally hoping for one Hellion, one Widow Mine, like happened at the ESET UK Masters. That was funny.
Yeah, like, I predict Hellions, you predict Widow Mines, and he builds one Hellion and one Widow Mine.
And that, of course, means we were both right, not that we were both wrong.
No, we would both get 5 caster points for that, because we were half right, and we would lose 5 caster points for that, because we were half wrong. So, makes a lot of sense. The factory is now finished up, going to be switching up. Is he going to be starting his starport right behind this, or is he just going to make a few Hellions? I'm feeling Hellions.
And you're right, Hellions go down, plus 10 caster points for you there, Lyrlian. And of course we do see that now the barracks has landed. Will we just see a mech play?
The barracks has landed.
The barracks has landed. That was a critical moment of the game, I'll have you know. We'll look back at this in years of time when Strelok is in WCS EU and we'll be like, yeah, that was the time when he landed the barracks. That decided it all. But no, seriously, we've got the starport coming down, so that means 1-1-1.
It sounds a bit like, you know what the Americans say? I mean, I don't actually know if they say that, but the saying goes like, the eagle has landed. It's like, the barracks has landed. Like, it sounded funny. Anyway, that starport is on the way. It is a 1-1-1 build, and Welmu is doing one of the ways that you use to counter a 1-1-1 is by early expanding. It can work. He has seen the 2 Hellions move towards his base, so he will be able to prepare accordingly. He's not in position, though. He has a sentry on the way, so he could force field this round.
He could do, and as we can see, the Mothership Corps and also the Stalker just chipping away at the supply depot. Oh, the force field just goes down in time where one Hellion manages to get in, and that means that the sentry now has to make a choice. Do I stay at force field, which it doesn't have energy for, or do I run away? And we also see as well that this Stalker... Oh no, the Hellions got up in! Okay, this now...
Yeah, he didn't have another force field available, but he has 2 Stalkers in position, and the Mothership Corps is doing some damage, so I don't think he's going to end up losing too much of this. Only 4 workers lost, and that is some pro dealing with an harassment like that. Welmu bringing himself into a really good position. That was amazing. That was good defense, man. Losing 4 workers to 4 Hellions this early in the game, that's a good thing. Welmu done really well.
What I do like though here is we've got some Widow Mines coming out, and wherever these go, it's not a bad place for them because, as I mentioned in the previous TvP, Widow Mines can knock out a very large chunk of a Protoss army early game by one-shotting a gateway unit. And that in itself means that you can do a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, Strelok is going for a hidden command center.
Oh my god, that is so sneaky and it is so cool. Look at that. Oh, that's such a cool strategy. We've seen him do that before.
Did he do that against?
It was Tank.
Yeah, it was Panda Tank he did that against on WCS. So this is a nice play. We've got the drop coming in, a couple of Widow Mines. Oh, the Widow Mines Welmu hasn't reacted yet. Good detonations there already. We see. You're gonna. Oh, be careful! Be careful, Mothership Core! Be careful, Mothership Core! And it goes down. Oh dear. Okay, that's a big loss. No other way to say. Meanwhile, we've got two head in. Oh, the probes all lining up. Oh dear, Welmu is in a lot of problems right now.
He definitely is. Whereas he defended perfectly against the first attack, he's losing so much right now. There's still, oh my god, probes going down in the main base. And the Widow Mines are about to detonate again, so they might be able to get a few more workers. Already 21 workers killed, which should be game-ending.
Yeah, also the Widow Mine now coming down to the natural as well is going to get dropped out. There is nothing here to defend it. That means he will blow up. All of the probes getting pulled. And, well, a Stalker nearly went down there. Meanwhile, the main base is still covered. So this is currently bringing Welmu to no income.
He cannot mine anywhere. There's like Widow Mines positioned everywhere. He's finally going to be cleaning up the last Widow Mine in his main base. But in his natural, there's still a Widow Mine positioned. And that's a lot of lost income. Welmu now down to 34 supply. And Strelok, he's got that hidden base in the top left. We've seen him do that before. It worked out so well for him. Panda Tank, pretty much at the same position. GG to this point. But he had a few less workers. That's something we have to point out. Welmu still has 24, whereas Panda Tank only
Widow
had
Mines
like
coming into the
40.
main base. Sorry to interrupt you there, Lyrlian. But now the probe's already getting pulled out. And that is exactly what you need to do in this situation. But there is an observer on the field. So
oh no!
No, the probes! The probes, run away! Run away, probes! Oh my goodness. Them probes. Them probes.
The probes are not getting to mine anywhere. Strelok is shutting this down so beautifully. Killing a few probes left and right. No income, no probe production, no tech, no nothing, no units coming out. Strelok is getting himself so far ahead. This observer is going to come in here and see the natural, and he's going to be like, oh man, you're going mech too? Oh man, going mech? And I'm so far behind. How am I ever going to deal with mech when I'm so far behind?
Can I point out what a little comment I made earlier, Lyrlian?
Sure.
Widow Mines, good early game against Protoss.
Yeah, they're sick. You keep on pointing to that, Madals, how good Widow Mines are early game versus Protoss, and they are. They one-shot every gateway unit, and they, of course, one-shot probes. They do AoE damage. They kill like 3, 4, 5 probes at the same time, at least. And if you bunch them up, if you make one mistake and run over one hidden one, they can kill your entire probe population in a second.
Yep. I'm really glad that Strelok did actually manage to siege up there, because there is a push coming. Welmu knows he's got it all in pretty much at this point. It's 44 SCVs, plus 3 mules, against 27 probes. That is a massive advantage. There's also a third base up. The Widow Mine is still getting more kills. Widow Mine. Oh no, he got it on the Mothership Core, so the Mothership Core now really low as well. And as we can see, 27 workers have been killed at like 10 minutes into this game, pretty much.
Yeah, we're going to see more workers die in a second. In about, let's see, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That might be a little bit of reaction, but there it goes.
I was wondering if you were going to go all the way, but here we go. A lot of probes going to go down now. And there we go.
Only
2 more,
two.
so that was probably the luckiest as well. We could have got away with that. But Strelok now, he's got a decent count of tanks out. He's got 3 there. He's got the siege up in a good position. The observer getting sniped off as well with that Viking. And the Hook is coming over. I don't see Welmu being able to push up into this.
No, this game is absolutely over. Last desperation attempt. He's down 40 supply. He's trying to hang on. He's trying to macro his way out of this. He finally kills that last Widow Mine behind his behind his natural mineral line. But he doesn't know about this hidden third in the top left. As soon as he sees that, he can go on a vacation and go towards game number 2. This game, he cannot come back from this. It's impossible.
It's because he can't see that third base. Really, that's why Welmu still thinks that he's in with a chance at it, basically. That if he can get up the right units in time, he may be able to hold off if he gets one good engagement. But just the income is so far ahead. Dark Shrine, probably the best move you can go for in this situation.
Yeah, when behind Dark Shrine.
Oh, we've got Hellbats dropping in to the main base. The Stroke all stacking up. Welmu doesn't pretty much count. 31 workers killed in total here. And and it was cleaned up, but the mech force now starting to move forward. So many Hellbats, 5 tanks, the Observer sees it all, and Welmu is going to have a tough time.
Yeah, it's going to be near impossible. He was nice positioning on that Observer, though. That Observer saw the Medivac fly in and was able to shut that down. I mean, the two Hellbats didn't do as much damage. He killed a few workers, they killed a sentry, they softened up a few sentries, but they didn't do that much damage. So that was good by Welmu. And if he continues to make defenses like that, maybe, he can make something work. But I don't think he can withstand the raw power of this mech army. It has +1 finished up as well to make matters even worse.
If the DTs, and this is a big if the DTs can do tremendous amounts of damage, maybe. And if, at the same time, Welmu can hold up the push, and if the 4th base that Welmu has half completed now somehow doesn't do anything, then Welmu...
Yeah, if he gives him enough time, allows him to establish a 3rd, maybe. The 2nd Immortal is now out. I really have to commend Welmu for holding on as long as he's doing, but it's difficult. It is nearly impossible. 2 DTs going to be making themselves into the main base. There is an missile turret there, and there's a siege tank, so these might not be doing as much damage as he's hoped. And Strelok's actually going to fall back. Wow.
That's an interesting choice, falling back to this. But with the other Widow Mines coming down to bow, there's plenty of energy for scans, to be fair, but just trying not to use them. The mules, where are they going to get cooled down? Probably in the 3rd base location. More Widow Mines there, and, well, the DT's got cleaned up very nicely. Welmu pushing back across the map, but he's 60 supply behind, ultimately.
He is. He is pushing out, and he has no chance of winning an engagement. Even against half the army, I think he'd lose.
The current army supply, to put this in perspective, is 101 for Strelok versus 45 for Welmu. Welmu also, well, he's got a couple of Immortals, but just look at the number of tanks, look at the Widow Mines as well. Force field's going down. There's 2 Hellbats in that Medevac as well, ready to just drop on top, and this is just such a tough situation for Welmu to be in, and there really, unfortunately, isn't anything he can do 80 supply behind.
No. We've now seen the drilling claws upgrade come down for the Widow Mines. They will be able to burrow faster and shoot their deadly missiles a little bit quicker than they used to. Oh, this one Widow Mine will not be doing much as it gets taken out pretty quickly. Another Widow Mine does burrow. Might be able to get a good hit here. Not going to activate. I was focusing on the Widow Mine so much. That was so fun if it would have gone off. But it didn't. Welmu buying a little bit of extra time in this game with the 3-4 lead.
Yeah, we've meanwhile got a drop coming down in the main base of Welmu as well. We've got a couple of Hellbats dropping down, a photon overcharge being used and a photon cannon, but now the tanks are sieged up at Welmu's naturals. And there's Widow Mines there as well. There's Widow Mines, there's siege tanks, there's Hellbats. If ever there was a scary force, this is it.
Yeah, this is going to be it, guys. Game 1 is just Welmu's going to hold on for a few more seconds, but this is definitely going to be it for the first game of the semifinals. At X Open, Navi Strelok is so close to qualifying for WCS EU Hungary Division. Only needs to win 1 more game after this one. Welmu doing such a good job holding on with his next photon overcharge on his nexus. His Immortals in the back, but he's passing up. 61 supply, 170 of gold. GG.
Leader goes down, so game 1 goes to Strelok of this best of 3. Game 2 coming up soon.